From the unfriendliest city on earth, this is the Kent Avenue Effect, December 28th, 2016. The Shreveport Report and the Kent Avenue Effect are reports. They're not V-blogs or video blogs or blogs. They're reports of actual events, not opinions. As this scumbag moves into my neighborhood a quarter mile away, you can hear him accelerating to 60 miles an hour. Like I said, this is an actual event. This scumbag moves through the stop sign at 60 miles an hour, endangering everyone in the neighborhood. Never mind the roaring pipes. More scumbags. You know, a city is not judged by its best. It's judged by its worst. Speaking of the worst the city has to offer, these three people intentionally drop litter in front of my house. They don't live here. They came here specifically to drop litter in front of my house. All three of them drop litter in such a way that they think that they're hiding what they're doing. I saw everything. I was watching them because I know they don't live here and that they come here to drop litter. Almost immediately, I go outside to pick up the litter, and the children, 500 feet away, call me names. So from now on, I'm not going to pick up the litter. I'm going to give it to the neighbors. So this illegally modified pickup truck, a utility vehicle, not a NASCAR, is leaving 2208 Morningside Drug Dealer Drive. And some more exhibition driving from my friendly neighbors. In the spirit of giving for the holidays, I will give away some of my words. I'm a senior citizen residing on Kent Avenue. I have been harassed and illegally detained by the Shreveport police. These actions came after my reporting area residents for driving past my house, a 25-mile-an-hour zone, at highway speeds of 60, 70, even 90 miles an hour. I have reported neighborhood undesirables, let's call them criminals, for driving illegal vehicles past my house, illegal vehicles like mini bikes, go-karts, and other illegally modified booming cars and loud pipes with 5,000-watt stereos at all hours of the day and night, roaring and booming through the neighborhood. I have been threatened with death from my neighbors and even submitted video evidence of this to the Shreveport Police Department of these threats and acts of violence against me. I have contacted the mayor's office with no resolution or discernible or recognizable actions taken against these criminals, these undesirables, my bad neighbors. My reports were made out of fear of my life. Local children, for instance, play in the street of Kent Avenue. I have warned the police of the threats they face from these passing cars of being severely hurt or killed by these criminals, these undesirables. My reports are made out of fear to my life and my property. I am being terrorized by the neighborhood residents, and people who don't even live here come by. I'm the guy who's reporting them committing crimes. This is a conspiracy of harassment, stalking behavior. Because of my reports, I've been subjected to neighbors pointing and shooting guns at my house, drive-by shootings. People who don't even live here with the neighbors come by and throw rocks at me and my house, stalking me by following me around town in their cars. These are just not normal kinds of things. I have provided hard video evidence to the Shreveport Police Department proving my complaints and the serious nature of what is going on in my neighborhood. According to the 1974 Louisiana Constitution, I have the right to quiet enjoyment of my property. The city of Shreveport, the municipality, is obligated. The reason why it's here is to protect my rights. It has failed in its obligations to me and has been made well aware of the serious nature of the issues I am having on Kent Avenue. It looks like they are not taking them seriously. I have been detained 2 times, cuffed in the back of a police car for hours, and charged and arrested with loud music. There was no music. I was yelling, "Shut up," at the neighbors for the noise they were making, and I was charged with loud music when I was yelling, "Shut up." It appears that being detained and arrested is a color of law violation to force me to stop reporting the criminal activity in my neighborhood. The arresting officer is acquainted with many of the criminals, more than acquainted, I would say, some of which are known to him to be drug dealers, who he has named many times and pointed them out to me. The arresting officer, the same officer that cuffed me in the back of his squad car for 2 hours, he was discussing on the phone with his supervisors what to charge me with. They didn't know. Then they arrested me for a misdemeanor of loud music. Booked me into jail, where I spent 4.5 hours in their holding cell, which is basically a refrigerator, a walk-in refrigerator. They keep the damn things so cold, it's a refrigerator. It was 85 degrees outside and 60 degrees inside. What is that? Now I'm a prisoner in my own home. The continual stress and anxiety caused by the lack of police action to put a stop to the criminals targeting me has caused me severe emotional distress. If I could move, I would, but I do not have the means. I feel that my rights as a citizen are not being protected, and the city of Shreveport and the Shreveport Police Department are not acting as they should. They're misbehaving. It's corruption. Their job is to protect me as a citizen. If I did what these criminals are doing, I would not go unpunished. I would be quickly arrested. So I wonder why it is obviously being allowed to continue and has been going on unabated for years. So to sum up, I've been falsely charged. Crimes I report are ignored by the Shreveport Police Department. Detaining me is a form of harassment. The neighbors are cruel to their animals. I report this, have over and over again. They've been cited for neglect and nuisance of the dogs. I am an elder senior citizen. I have a stack of incident reports. I've been threatened by the neighbors. And there's massive video evidence. From the unfriendliest city on earth, this is the Kent Avenue Effect, December 28th, 2016.